Welcome to another episode of the Albania series. We're in Permeth and we checked into a hotel last night where we had this beautiful spread of a breakfast with scrambled eggs, some freshly cut vegetables and salad and some fruits that were nicely laid out and a proper cappuccino. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about the hotel. We checked in this hotel in our last video. If you haven't still seen it, it was a nice little room with the most comfortable beds actually, and the hotel was situated on sort of this elevation, so it was like a spiral above the hill, and that leads us to this balcony in our room which gives you the most uninterrupted views of this mountain range, perfect for starting your morning with some sunbathing. And the hotel had like a deck where you could sit and have your breakfast and other meals. Now, coming back to the breakfast, it is a family run hotel, so the sons were taking care of the rooms and bookings when the breakfast was taken care by their mum, and she made this very delicious fig chutney.
So good, right? You should have the fig inside from. Try this.
Cheese and fig. This one is nice. It's a bit like cheddar. They even served some Albanian cheeses. One was like a harder cheese that had mild flavor. The other one was a semi-hard cheese which was slightly more stronger in flavor.
I like both the cheeses. They provide what they can. They tried their best because there are not a lot of resources available here. So whatever they can, they do it.
It's all homemade. Good morning, guys.
No. Hello. Welcome to our vlog. This is driver OP and she is passenger OP. And now we start.
We're heading to, how's it pronounced? Benje? Benja Thermal Springs, and hopefully we can even go to Langarica canyons after that. Samsa. Yay! That's so nice. And let's look at the scenery. It took us around half an hour to drive. Unfortunately, there is no public transport that goes there. As you start traversing further into the countryside, you will notice the roads get slightly bumpy. So just drive slowly and carefully and you should be fine. The roads are getting slightly narrower as well. Now we are approaching, and as you can see, the roads are a bit more rocky. So I think we're just gonna park some. That's it. Thermal Springs and a little bit more. As you approach the thermal baths, you will first see the Kseal bridge. It is believed to be made in 17th century and reflects the rich Ottoman heritage and influence that Albania had. This charming bridge obviously overlooks the thermal baths but also Langarica mountain ranges and the VJOSA valley.
This is the whole point of life.
Traveling?
Going to trips, doing new things, eating new food, trying new things. And I can admit that this gives me more pleasure than playing video games.
Wow, that's major coming from you. The pools are believed to be rich with medicinal properties as they contain calcium and sulfur. Hence, it's recommended that you only spend a few minutes in the pool. Swam for a bit and now we're gonna go We started walking further away from the bridge towards the canyon and discovered that there are even more tiny secluded pools. And because a lot of people weren't there, you can have your own private bathing experience.
Thunder? Thund.
The water is not hot but rather lukewarm, so if you do come here in the winter, I can imagine it might feel really pleasant then. We walked 30 minutes one way. It wasn't that difficult of a hike except that there was mud everywhere and your feet get stuck. But the condition of my shoes, but it's totally worth it, isn't it? We're finally reaching somewhere. We've crossed all that. We sat here for a good while and it was so peaceful. The canyons and the bath make this place so magical. After all of that walking, we were desperate for some delicious food in our tummies and we were drawn in by this. Nice. It was a local restaurant by the river and seemed to have a lot of good reviews, so we thought, why not? And we were definitely not disappointed because I could say this was the best meal I've had in Albania. So something about these plastic chairs and a worn out menu tells you that the food is going to be the highlight of. Apparently the river shines blue throughout the year, but because it rained, the clay soil gets deposited, turns it into grey. We were greeted by a pickled aubergine dish.
Chatpata.
Sour and oily and in a good way. Very flavorful. The freshest of aubergines in loads and loads of olive oil. Yum.
This is a trap.
Oregano and potatoes somehow taste really good when you are in the Balkans. We've sort of discovered our side dishes work so well. Like we have some bread with oregano and stuff, and then some chips, and like lots of olive oil, and like some pickled veggies. It's so good. So flavorful. Some cheese.
Cheese.
Benja.
First time eating pork shish kebab.
So juicy, look at that. It's so perfectly seasoned as well. Nice grilled flakes. Our first seafood experience in Albania, and it was definitely something. Riverside fish.
Feels like it's brought from the river
straight onto your plate. River's here.
Crispy. And
Fish was crisp on the outside yet so soft and tender on the inside, and it was lightly seasoned yet so packed with flavor. We obviously wiped all of our plates clean and were stunned at the great value for money. Soon the place was run by an Albanian mum, so she was very around. Very nice. Very nice food. Thank you. After a whole day of adventure, we just wanted a chilled out evening, so on a stroll into the city center of Përmet, which had a nice promenade for a lovely night walk. While you're in Albania, I definitely recommend getting a takeaway and dining like a royalty in the comforts of your hotel room. So we decided we'd go to the sweet shop and the restaurant and pick up our dinner. You find really good food in the most unexpected places in Albania, and our salad was fresh, crunchy and loaded with feta, and the moussaka was so scrumptious with potatoes and cheese and veggies. And the soft, creamy, dreamy Albanian tresleche is the best way to end your night.